With Minecraft's summer drop set to release soon, I thought what better time than now to give my personal ranking of each drop and putting them in order of worst to best. Minecraft has been following the game drop system for just about a year now, releasing a total of 5 drops at the time of this video, and soon to release the Happy Gas update, which just released its last set of features and snapshots before its launch. Honestly, after the last few drops, I can confidently say that I am a fan of this system, and while surely it does have some faults, and in comparison to once a year updates, we do overall get less content, I think the drop system just keeps the game feeling fresh and interesting throughout the year. If you aren't up to date with the last year or so of updates, the drops I'll be ranking include the Bats and Pottery drop, the Armored Paws drop, the Bundles of Bravery drop, the Garden Awakens drop, the Spring to Life drop, and the Untitled Happy Gas drop. So with that being said, here's my ranking of all 6 Minecraft game drops. Coming in at number 6 is the Bats and Pots game drop. Although this is considered a game drop, it was seen as just a small patch update as they released it before announcing their switch to the game drop system. Due to this just being a test run, it only introduced a few minor changes, such as a new model for the bat, which I do find much more fitting with Minecraft's current aesthetic, and then it also added a few new functionalities to decorated pots, such as allowing them to hold up to a 64 stack of items. While the 2 features weren't bad, this was just a very minor update, and due to that fact, it's getting put in last. Next up, in 5th place, I'm putting the Armored Paws drop. This may be a bit controversial, but the features in this update, while really great additions, are things that I just won't use as much as some of the other drops. This drop brought with it the Armadillo mob, which could be found in Badlands and Savannas, and by using a brush on the mob, you could obtain a new item, the Armadillo Scute. These Armadillo Scutes could then be used to finally craft the long requested Wolf Armor, allowing you to provide your pets with further protection. The Wolf Armor could be dyed to a variety of new colors, allowing you to differentiate the armor between your dogs. Additionally, the wolves themselves were also given 8 new color variants alongside the original variant. These variants were dependent on the biome they spawned in and would vary between. This drop, while still quite small, added 2 features that had been requested for ages, being Wolf Armor and Wolf variants. Overall, it was a really great game drop, but for me, the others are just a bit more interesting. At spot number 4, I am choosing to give it to the Garden Awakens drop. This is by far the largest game drop in scale, bringing the new Pale Garden Forest. The Pale Garden Forest is a new variant of the Dark Oak Forest, stripped of its color. At night, the creaking mob spawns, bringing in a new unique form of combat, as it only runs towards you if you're not looking at it, and in order to kill the mob, you must destroy its creaking heart, which can be found in one of the nearby trees. The creaking also allows you to access the materials to create a new resin block building set. It's basically a bright orange brick set. The forest itself also brings a variety of nice new building blocks, such as pale oak, finally providing builders with a white wood set, pale moss carpets, and the eye blossom flower, which has a unique functionality of remaining closed during the day, but opening up at night. This update just brought a bunch of really useful items for building, but I will say it does have quite a few faults, which is why it's ranked at number 4. The tree design of the Pale Garden easily could have been more unique rather than making it a variant of the Dark Forest. The biome is in desperate need of fog to fit its ambience, and the new resin brick set, while not a bad brick set, is very situational for builds, and I don't see myself using it very often. The biome itself is honestly a bit shallow and lacks the proper depth for the ideas that are behind it. Despite these faults though, the new Pale Oak wood set for me earns the Garden Awakens the drop spot number 4. Now guys, I do want to take a quick pause in the video to remind you that liking this video is completely free and helps me out quite a bit, as well as subscribing so you never miss out on another video just like this one. You did it? Great, thanks. Back to the video. In 3rd place, I'm gonna have to go with the Bundles of Bravery drop. While this was yet again on the smaller side and much smaller than the Garden Awakens drop, it brought a feature that for me is incredibly useful and I find myself using quite frequently. This said feature is the bundle. The bundle was revealed all the way back with the Caves and Cliffs update and allows you to store up to a stack of a multitude of different items in one storage unit. Overall, this helps you just avoid cluttering your inventory. While it doesn't completely fix Minecraft's inventory issue, it definitely helps for early game, and honestly, just being able to put a few random junk items while exploring in a bundle has been so helpful for me. I also can't forget to mention it, this update finally brought hardcore mode to Bedrock, which is great for Bedrock players, although this doesn't really contribute to its ranking, as I'm a Java player and this ranking is based off my own personal preferences, and obviously we have had hardcore mode for quite a long time. Despite only really containing one real feature, the Bundles of Bravery drop is getting ranked number 3rd. In second place, we have Minecraft's most recent game drop, being the Spring to Life game drop. This update is just so good for a multitude of reasons. All the new features do wonders for improving the game's ambience, and are features that while they don't change the way you actually approach playing the game, they're so frequently run into, they overall just improve the experience of exploring so well. While none of the features really have any significant gameplay to them, they just make the world feel more alive. Since there's quite a few new features, I'll mention a few of the most prominent. This drop brought 2 new variants for the cows, the pigs, and the chickens, as well as completely overhauling every spawn egg in the game to make them visually unique. This drop also brought wildflowers and leaf litter, which are 2 new forms of flowers found in forests. They brought new cactus flowers, which had the chance to spawn on cactuses in the desert, and dry bushes throughout the desert and badlands. This game drop also finally brought the return of fireflies, except for this time it came in the form of a firefly bush. We also received ambient sounds through the desert, and this update made lodestones craftable with iron instead of netherite, making them actually accessible. These features, while all minor when put together, just make for an update that improves the base experience of Minecraft. While it may not have the most content or even the most useful features, for me it's just a really fun and lively update with additions that I personally find myself really enjoying. Now with that, we are finally at number 1, and if you were paying attention, you know by now that this spot is being given to the Happy Gas game drop. Now I know this game drop hasn't even released yet, and many of you will likely say it's recency bias, but I truly do believe this is the best game drop we've seen to yet. Also, just to quickly clarify, I'm not going to include vibrant visuals as part of this ranking, as it's only planned to come to Bedrock with this drop, and it'll release at a later date for Java. I will say though, vibrant visuals does look amazing and is a great addition. But the main focus of this update, and really the only actual new feature, is the Happy Ghast, a tameable, rideable ghast. It requires you to either find a dried ghast in the nether, or craft one and then rehydrate it until it turns into a ghastling, which once fully grown becomes a Happy Ghast. You can craft a new harness which functions exclusively for the Happy Ghast that allows you to ride the mob. This mob not only looks super cool, but can be used in so many different ways, whether it's for transportation, combat, or reaching difficult spaces when building, as it also functions as a platform. It's overall just incredibly cool and incredibly fun. I've also already seen people find ways to utilize this mob to make working elevators and trains, so I can only imagine what it's going to be utilized for when fully released. The Happy Ghast, while functioning in a multitude of ways, is mostly intended for building high up and in hard to reach spaces, which is the main reason I'm ranking it at spot number 1. This is incredibly useful for builders and is going to make my time building so much easier. I also can't forget to mention that leads have been buffed in this update, and you can now lead boats to the Happy Ghast, which allows for transportation of mobs, and finally easy transport methods for villagers. This game drop has also made saddles craftable after many years. Overall, this update, while not even fully released, has both incredibly useful features and just straight up fun features, which for me earns its spot number 1. While I was skeptical about game drops at first, I really do like them. While I do still believe we aren't receiving as much content as we did with yearly updates, I think both the features found within the drops and the frequency of them makes them a solid system for updating the game. But what do you think about my ranking? Do you agree with it, or would you change it? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave any you have down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video whatsoever, a like is greatly appreciated. It's completely free and helps me out quite a bit, as well as subscribing so you never miss out on another video just like this one. Anyways, that's it for today guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.